Hey everyone, good evening. Today is December the 16th. I am super exhausted. My son had a program tonight and then we went out to eat after that, after his Christmas concert. I'm super tired. I had a long day at work Saturday, Sunday, yesterday, and today. So I'm wore out. But at least I got exclusive access on something last week on Thursday. And those things shipped out Saturday, the day of the release, and they made it here today. So I got them in like 3 days. So superb shipping. But grateful to JD Sports for getting me the ship to access. I wish I could have got pickup access the day before, but they sold out of my size on that Tuesday or Wednesday last week. I can't remember which day it was because I wanted to actually go to the store and pick these up and have them in hand over the weekend and possibly throw them on feet tonight for the concert. But anyway, they came today, so I'm about to open them up. This is the holiday shoe, the shoe that drops every year, just in a different colorway. But this year, because of the 30th anniversary of the 11, I think it's the 30th anniversary of the 11 this year. I believe it is. Like I said, I'm tired, but I believe this is the 30th anniversary of the Jordan 11. That is why they dropped so many 11s this year. They did the Rare Airs, they did the City Pack, and they did the Gammas. So I'm about to open this up. This is the first time since 2021 that these holiday 11s have flown off the shelf. I kind of felt it as far as seeing the response that people had. And then I saw a post today where they were saying that this was the second biggest release after the Cool Grays. And the Cool Grays was the last 11 that I did not hit on and that I went out trying to get a pair back in 21. I didn't know much about sneaker releases 5 years ago. Learned a lot since then. I'm sorry, 4 years ago. Learned a lot since that dropped and do a lot of different things differently. Had I known what I know now, I probably would have ended up with a pair. But I never got my hands on a pair of the Cool Gray 11s. May try to snag a pair on resale, for resale. I'm not sure yet. But I was not going to repeat the same mistake I repeated in 2021 and missed out on this shoe. So I had to make sure I got it. So let's go ahead and get these boys cracked open. Look like they was trying to see what was in here. Box is all janky. When these got picked up from the UPS store today, I was like, what the heck wrong with this box? But beggars can't be choosy. At least I got them. That's all I can say. And the thing is, so many people couldn't get this shoe, and so many people were trying to double up, triple up on this shoe. It's crazy. Resale is up. The only thing that I'm mad about is that I let my guard down with the Black Cat 4s. I was like, people said they don't want them. I was like, I'm going to grab a pair the morning of the release and get my pair. And I was like, they're going to sit long enough for me to try to cash in some status points, to try to use some PayPal cash back. I'm going to take my time. And the PayPal through JD Sports link kept glitching up. And I didn't get a pair. Tried to run out around here in town. We're in a small city in Georgia. The shoe stores I tried to get to, called to, they were all out or all been raffled off. And I never got a pair. Every time they restock, I can't get my hands on a pair. So if I could go back in the past, I would have just entered in on every raffle instead of saying, oh, I'll wait to release day. Should have been lit. Shouldn't have been thinking that people didn't want them because once they drop here, everybody wanted them. So I should have at least went in on the raffles. I should have jumped on the sneakers app and at least try to get a pair on the sneakers app bright and early. That way I would have had a pair coming. So just in case my plan to use my status points and my PayPal's rewards, if that didn't work out, I'd have had a pair here anyway as a plan B. That's what I did with the Black Cat 3s. And I ended up getting a pair from JD and a pair from Nike and sent the pair back from Nike, sent the pair I got from Nike back. But anyway, hopefully I can get my hands on a pair of those for retail. If I can't, I'm not going to pay resale for them. I'll just wait for another all-black Jordan shoe to drop. But anyway, without further delay, enough of my soapbox. And remember, please like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Please subscribe to these videos. I'm trying to get up to 1,000 subscribers, and I got a long way to go. But if you guys can all start subscribing, I can get to 1,000 subscribers before you know it. If I can get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to actually do a giveaway. And whatever that giveaway is going to be, either it's going to be a Nigel Sylvester 4, it'll either be a Travis Scott of some kind. Like whatever you guys want, that's what I'll do. If I can get to 1,000 subscribers, you guys help me get to 1,000. I promise you, I'll give away some kind of dope, hyped up shoe to someone out of that 1,000 people that subscribe. I'll do a video. Whoever jumps in on that video, I'll take everybody from that video, throw them into a lottery, and pick a winner. And I might do a first place and a runner-up prize too. I don't know. Y'all gotta help me get to 1,000 subscribers, and then from there I'll do another giveaway at 10,000 and another one at 100,000. But let's get back to this. But please, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Really appreciate it. All right, let's slide these out. All right, so in the past, we had got some pretty dope boxes in the past. Well, actually, no, we didn't. So the last dope box for Jordan 11 was the Jubilee. So they had the box where it folded out and you folded it like twice and you could pull the shoe out. After that, the Cool Grey 9s, I believe, came in like that regular box of like the Jordan 9s come in. So that's where like the Cool Grey 11s came in. The Cherry Reds came in the same box. In 2000, let me see, after the Cherry Reds, you had the Gratitudes. They came in a box like this. And then the Legend Blues, if I'm not mistaken, the Legend Blues came in like a box like the Jordan 9s, if I'm not mistaken. I got to go back and look at all the boxes. But we haven't been getting no special boxes lately. This is a box just like the Gratitudes. It's the fold over box or whatever. It's got the Gamma Blue Jumpman, the Gamma Blue 23 there, and the Gamma Blue Jumpman on top. It's got the little hole. And like I said, these remind me of how they did the Gamma Blues. And then this is also similar to how they just did the Rare Air 11s too, because the Rare Air 11s box look like this, except for it's blue and red. But as you can see, this says Air Jordan 11 Retro. That says black, Gamma Blue, black. Something about that Gamma. And now, and I'm going to go back for a minute. When these dropped in 2013, my son, let me see. In 2013, my son was just born. So we're talking about 12 years ago. I was probably at one of my most brokest points in my life when my son was born. My firstborn, 12 years ago. I was living, not gonna go into the situation, but it was a very low point financially, right? So there was no way in the world I could afford any Jordans. I couldn't even afford any sneakers at that time. And I remember somebody wearing these or seeing them. I was like, man, I didn't even know back then how shoes was even coming out. Because once I left high school, I was, went to college and stuff, and I was just like kind of off the sneaker scene. I didn't know how these people was finding out when these shoes come out, where they was coming from. I just saw people with them. I thought they was just going to the flea market getting them. I didn't know they were real Jordan releases. But fast forward, when I started back getting into sneakers, I jumped on a live a few years ago. Somebody else was doing a live that had a sneaker channel, and I went on there and I said, because I think they were talking about like shoes don't sell out no more. Something they were saying. And this was got to be about 2-3 years ago, because I haven't watched this person's channel in a couple of years, so it's got to be about 3 years. So then 3 years ago, they were saying, so they said, name a shoe that if they drop now today, they're going to sell out and do well. And I said, the Gamma 11s. I said the Gamma 11s, if they drop. Hold on, I'm sorry. I think hold on, you guys keep going. I got on these Meta glasses, and it was saying something to my ear because a text is coming through from somebody. But anyway, so sorry, I lost my thought. No, I'm sorry. I was on that live, and they were saying if the Gammas dropped again, they would not sell out. No, I said the Gamma 11s. I said they drop now, they're gonna sell out. They were like, no, when they dropped in 2013, nobody bought them. They were sitting around. They went to outlets. Nobody want them shoes. They dropped them now. Nobody gonna buy them. And I was like, they was like, the only reason why the holiday 11s sell out is because it's the holidays, this, that, and the other. I said, you can drop the Gammas any day of the week, and I guarantee you it's an instant sellout. And even though these are dropping out during holiday time, and they're doing good, even if these had a drop in July, these would have still sold out. Because I would have waited in line for these in July. It didn't matter that this is holiday time. I had to have this shoe. So I'm just saying that to say that this shoe has a lot of significance. Even though it's not an OG colorway, one of the original OGs of the Jordan 11. They still are probably one of the best colorways of the non-OG Jordan 11. So without further delay, and I'm sorry I've been going on these rants, but I'm tired. I got a lot on my mind. So anyway, let's take a look at this. So inside the box, it does have a green and white sticker. If you're getting these for resale, you're going to want to look for that green and white sticker. These came from JD Sports, exclusive access. So this is a real pair. And I also have status points. I use a $20 coupon on these. So I got these $20 off. So I'm happy. Anyway, so you got the green and white sticker. Then you got this little polka dot tissue paper. And right here you go. There you go. Now I'm going to pause for maybe a thumbnail pic here. I don't know if this would be the thumbnail pic of the actual shoebox here. But these things look immaculate before I can even get them out the box. I'm probably not going to even take the right shoe out. I mean, because they're both the same. But I'll probably take this right shoe out anyway. Because somebody posted on YouTube where the guy's tongue came off. He pulled on the tongue, and his tongue came off the shoe. So my cousin got his pair today. My brother's pair comes in a couple of days. We're always saying, as soon as we get our pairs in hand, we're going to pull on the tongue and see if the tongue comes off. But anyway, this thing has got the Gamma Blue on the bottom, translucent bottom with the Jumpman right there in the middle. The bottom of this sometimes is like a whitish, like a sail color sometimes, or a white color or a sail. But on these Gamma Blues, they have like that blue tint. The midsole here is black, which most Jordan 11s, except for the cap and gowns, and I believe the Black Cat 11s and the cap and gown 11s, they're the only ones I believe that have the black midsole as well. So that's really, really nice, because typically if you're wearing a Jordan 11, this gets dirty. You have to scrub it and try to scrub out any scuffs. But with this being black, this is not going to get dirty quick. And the good thing about this is that if you throw this on with some jeans and your jeans come down over this, or your pants, this is going to look like an all black shoe. So you can practically get away with wearing this anywhere. I mean, wearing it with anything. And you can dress this up or dress it down, because the patent leather is so nice. I mean, people wear Jordan 11s for weddings because of how nice that patent leather is. So it's got the high patent leather cut. It's got the Gamma Jumpman on the side, the leather heel cap, I guess you call that, the leather heel part right here on the back of your shoe. It's leather. It's got the 23. Now this isn't sewn in. This is just like etched in, that yellow 23 on the back. This part right here is made out of nylon, which, you know, if they would have did this in a suede, or I mean, even if they did this in a leather, that'd have been cool. But nylon is fine too. But the suede probably would have just looked ashy. So I'm glad they didn't do suede. But it comes with black laces. This right here that says Jordan going the right way and Jordan going backwards, with the Jumpman and the Gamma Blue in the middle. On the tongue, the Jumpman. Bear with me. The Jumpman on the tongue here is yellow. Jumpman is yellow there. But these things are sweet. I said I wasn't going to pull out the right shoe. I didn't feel like it was no need, but I got to pull out the right shoe. I got to test this tongue to make sure the tongue don't come off like they did in that video. But you know what? These 11s bring me back to a time when we was in high school. You talking about 24 years ago. We were skipping class in 10th grade, skipping class when they retro the Jordan 11s for the first time. We skipped class for the Concords, we skipped class for the Legend Blues, and we skipped class for the Space Jams. We missed the breads, or I think we missed the breads either before those 3 drops or after those 3 drops, so we missed it. But I remember standing in line, skipping school to get those. But I normally don't smell shoes, but man, that's just bringing back memories of me walking in Foot Locker with my friends, skipping school and buying these, putting them in my friend's trunk, him taking us back to school, us jumping out, finishing class that day, meeting back up with him at the end of school, at the end of the day, and leaving, walking home with our Jordans, man. Crazy times, man. But these are both shoes here. I don't see any defects. No type of, quality control issues. Everybody have been saying quality control has been on point, and I'm looking at these and they look so good in hand. Only thing I see wrong with these now is just my thumbprints on this patent leather. But other than that, these things are nice. Just super elated that I was able to get my hands on these. Looking at these made me want to go pull out my Jubilees. I have a pair of Jubilees from 2020 that I have never worn. It's been 5 years. I've never thrown them on feet. I'm probably going to take those out and wear those sometime this week before I wear these, or vice versa. But I got to get a wear in on those Jubilees. But thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you guys for being here. Like I said, and then one thing I'll throw out there too, every Jordan 11 that I buy, I always go up half a size. These are a size 10. I'm kind of in between a 9.5 and a 10. Most shoes I go with a 9.5 to keep them from wrinkling up because they fit really snug. But for shoes that run small, like Jordan 4s and Jordan 11s, Kobe's, Yeezys, stuff like that, there's no way I can get my feet in a 9.5. So I normally go up a half a size. Some Kobe, some Yeezys, I have to go up a whole full size. But thank you guys for tuning in. I'm about to try to go get some rest. I am exhausted. I am tired. Appreciate you guys for tuning in, for watching. Have you guys a very blessed night. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.